Choir. Good morning and welcome to the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, where we are transforming lives, building dreams, and revealing love, where all we ask is that you stay completely open to changing your life by changing your mind. Welcome home. I'm Valerie Reeves, Spiritual Director here, and I am so honored and excited to see you all, and to those of you watching at home, a very beautiful blessing. So we are going to stand and join the choir in a wonderful song. Choir, thank you so much. Good morning. I'm Deb Kearns, and I am so pleased to be your MC today. And thank you for bringing your souls here, because you are welcome here. And here at the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, we are an all-inclusive center of love. We recognize and celebrate each person as divinely unique. We view each individual as an expression of the one spirit in all. Together, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone. We teach and embody the science of mind principles that support our core values, which are love, healing, spiritual growth, oneness, abundance, service, and diversity. Thank you all for choosing to be here today. Welcome home. And everyone who is online, hello out there. Please let us know how you're doing today, and also where you're watching us from. So do say hello, because we look at those chats. If you're joining us for the very first time in person today, a very special welcome to you. If you don't already have one, there is a welcome packet you can pick up at our welcome table, which is right outside these sanctuary doors. And there's some information about our center and our Books and More gift shop, which will be open again right after service, and also during office hours throughout the week. With our program, right here, this is our program. In there are all the ways that you can connect with our center. So please take it home with you and please keep it handy because you can connect with the office throughout the week. Also, if you have any questions, the office staff is wonderful and they can answer those. We also have a texting service that you can join. We send out announcements, inspirational messages, and affirmations all week. This is another way you can reach out to the office. I just learned this, that you can reply back to that number if you have any questions or any prayer requests. So it's a really great service to join up for. There's no cost. Yes, we are abundant because it's free. I encourage everyone to join. The number's up on the monitors and on the back side of your programs. So we invite you to join. And now it's time for our announcements. Current events happening at our center can always be found at the concierge table, online, through our social media platforms, and the calendar found on our website. These are all updated regularly, so please check in as we are always adding new and exciting opportunities to gather. So we have that calendar, and it's really handy, and we have our affirmations on the back. So please pick one up on the way out. We have a few announcements to highlight, and they are: today is our monthly board meeting right after service, and all are welcome to stay. Please join us in the social hall. Remember, we eat while we meet. This coming Friday, August 23rd, join us for karaoke night and games from 6 to 9 p.m. Yes, woohoo! All are welcome, even if you don't sing. Come out for a fun time with friends, yes. Saturday, August 24th at 11:30, we are co-hosting a Make Over Your Medicine Cabinet class. And this is a workshop that features healthier alternatives to taking care of our bodies. $10 cash offering at the door. It includes refreshments, samples, handouts, and more. Flyers and sign-up sheets can be found in the garden room, or you can see Brandy. She's the beautiful lady waving her hand over there if you have any questions. I went to the last workshop they had, and it was absolutely marvelous. So if you see my face glowing, it's because I went there. So you too can look awesome and glowing. Next Sunday, August 25th, our Rainbow Alliance group will be meeting here in the sanctuary at noon for the LGBTQ+ Conscious Conversations gathering. All are welcome to attend. If I can ask Tina to stand up, please. And please see this wonderful, beautiful lady if you have any questions. Thank you, Tina. Practitioner Lori will be teaching a CSL certified class titled The Foundations of the Science of Mind, beginning Thursday, September 12th from 5 to 7:30 p.m. The registration fee is $45. Grab a flyer and sign up today. I really encourage and invite you to check out some of our classes because they really help further our growth and spirituality. On September 21st, our 21st semi-annual High Desert Metaphysical Healthy Spirit Fair is back. Let's hear it for the Spirit Fair. Woo! It is going to be a fantastic fall event happening Saturday, September 28th. That's Saturday, September 28th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you would like to be a vendor, please contact Brandy in the office. She says spaces are filling up. They're going very, very fast, so an early bird pricing ends September 1st. After that date, the vendor fee will go up by $10. And again, if you sign up for that texting service, you can go ahead and reach out with any questions you might have about that. We have flyers in the garden room, and we are looking for volunteers to help us with the Healthy Spirit Fair. Please spread the word in person and also on social media with all of your friends. If you've ever been to the Healthy Spirit Fair, it is just a marvelous time with lots of wonderful, high consciousness people and wonderful products. So we invite you to come. This event has no admission fee. Wow, it's free again. Boy, we are such a giving place. It's a lot of fun to do this as a community. We love it. We love it. This is the one and only metaphysical fair in the high desert, by the way. And it is one of our major fundraisers for the year for our center. So please, make a little mental note and come. Thank you all for your Thank you to all of you who volunteer for this amazing event and put it together. We appreciate you. We always have a lot of things happening here at our center. And so please check in with us and stay connected. And now, our practitioner for the day, Marina Shoupe.
Thank you, Deborah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Please join me in reading our affirmation for today. I'll read it once, and then you get to join me for 2 times. I am whole, perfect, and complete, just as I am. I am whole, perfect, and complete, just as I am. I am whole, perfect, and complete, just as I am. That's a good one. And so it is, you guys, and so it is. Dr. Ernest Holmes' promises, they are in your program, and they're up in the air on the monitors. Read along if you'd like. I keep the promise that I've made myself to affirm in this moment that I am abundant, healthy, wealthy, strong, and happy. I keep the intention to daily speak this truth to my inner soul, telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous, that it is one with the great cause of life, truth, power, and action. I whisper these things into my soul until it breaks forth into songs of joy with the realization of its limitless possibilities. I assure my soul. And now for our contemplation time, I invite you to relax, go within, go upstairs, and enjoy the music and the moment.
Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. We are responsible for what we see. Ourselves will heal the world. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. We are responsible for what we see. Healing ourselves will heal the world. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry, please forgive me.
Julie will now join me as we light the flames of faith. We perform the flames of faith ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples and all faiths, all beings, come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. The unity candle represents the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. Excuse me. We light the first candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle, acknowledging all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principle. We light the 10th candle for inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome here. And as Julie lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light names of loved ones, knowing that they have the experience of Spirit's eternal love. So it is. There's one love, one heart, one nature. This life is my life, and this life is God. I stand firm in the delight, knowing, without a doubt, that I am one with this creative and loving force. I am in unity with all of the planets, the stars, the bunny rabbits in my yard, and all of you. And the elements. I don't think I can express the power in knowing that I am one with all that there is. It's such a relief. It's such a joy. It's such a great foundation for life. What I know for myself here, I claim for everyone listening. As I wander around in my feelings, I know that I am the peace of the desert dawn. I am the loving embrace of warm water. I am the kind expansion of a friendship. I am the healthy exhilaration of a thriving community. I am the wealth of a life supported by Spirit. I am the abundant joy of a belly laugh. I am the vibrancy of perfect health. Right? I live a steady, enthusiastic, and rich, full life fueled by Spirit. Grateful for this gift of life itself, filled up all the way with gratitude for my adventures, this community, and my loves. I inhale thank you, and I exhale God. I release my word, and so it is. Thank you. And Reverend Valerie.
That's it.
Thank you. It's all good. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. As I explore my feelings, I love those words. I could have just sat in that all day. So, woo, best day ever. Yes? Really good stuff. It's already been a day today, let me tell you. You ever have one of those days? It's like, okay, well, this is interesting how Spirit shows up. And I thought, today it's a 2 hula hoop day for me. So, I like to make my spiritual practice fun. So I got my hula hoops, and I did a double cleanse with double hula hoops. But I like to think of the hula hoops as a cleansing screen that's just cleansing anything that I'm holding on to that I want to let go of. And then I get to create my vortex. Anything that I am wanting, and just picture it, and then step into it, and feel it, and allow it, and know that all is well. So this morning when I got here, and I'll keep jumping in there, I'll share my vortex. When I got here, there was somebody who was unhoused who was sleeping on the bench out there, and I've seen her a few times before, and I invite her in for coffee, and we have a conversation about how it's going, because she has a space and then she doesn't have a space. And she's like, there's just so many rules and laws. And I said, yes, it is true. And the law works the same for you as it works for me. And I am talking about the spiritual law, that thoughts are things, the law of gravity. If I hold on to something, it's going to drop for me, just as it would drop for you. It is that spiritual law of gravity. I'm calling it a spiritual law, but there are spiritual laws. Our thoughts are things. They go out there and they create something. As we give, so we receive. Are we giving good thoughts? Are we giving negative thoughts? What are we thinking all day long? And are we judging things? Because as Marina was so eloquently talking about, we are all one. And in this oneness, if I judge anything out there, the universe says, yes, that's true for you. So instead of going into judgment, and we talked about this in our Essential Ernest Holmes class. Ernest Holmes is the founder of our teaching. He took all these great philosophies, Emerson, Troward, Jesus, Socrates, Emma Curtis Hopkins, Mary Baker Eddy, took all these great philosophies and put them together. And we welcome all paths, and yet we know these beautiful philosophies that work for us, because it's the laws of the universe. What I put out comes back. The power is within. It's the Father within, or the Spirit, the energy, whatever you want to call it, within that does the work, which means that it has to start right where we are. So staying in the curiosity, asking ourselves why sometimes. You ever act out in a way that you didn't think you were going to? What? No, not you. So sometimes we act out in different ways, and making sure that it's like, okay, I'm still loving myself, even though maybe I made a mistake or I did something. And when we do that, or when we see other people do that, instead of judging, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they did that. We go to the curiosity. Say, oh, that's interesting. I have some interesting behavior sometimes. Anybody else? Some interesting behavior. This morning, Clay reminded me that it was 10 years ago today when I first came into this building. Yeah, 10 years ago. So I was here from 2014 to 2016, and then I needed to travel the world a little bit, send the love that's here out into the world, grab some more love, come back. And I am grateful to be back here. And I was thinking with some of the new people, they maybe haven't heard some of my story. So some of you have heard it, and I'm going to just talk about it just a little bit. So when I was in high school, a couple great things happened. First of all, the movie Grease came out. Yes! Loved it. Watched it over and over. There was a line in the movie that the girl said in the cafeteria with a New Jersey accent that I loved. And so I kept saying it over and over and over, working on my Jersey accent. Drove my sister absolutely bananas. I'll tell you what the line is in just a moment. But I also, when I was in high school, was introduced to Science of Mind. I was in California. My sister's boyfriend introduced us to this wonderful teaching. Love it. Well, I ended up going through a few different things and decided I needed to go back to the Midwest for a little while. Back to Nebraska, to my home space, reground. I met someone. We decided to open a restaurant together. Got engaged. I picked out a beautiful diamond. So it's on layaway, because we didn't have enough money to pay for it. Well, on my birthday, I'm working at the restaurant, and he decided to come in and surprise me with the ring. So it wasn't sized yet, but I had to show everyone. See my diamond? Yeah, so I'm showing everyone. And all of a sudden, we got busy. So I'm running around taking orders, shaking hands, kissing babies, flipping burgers, rolling silverware, making salads. I threw away some trash. And I realized that my ring is gone. Now, we had spent a lot of time paying that off, and I hadn't even had it a day, and already it's gone. So I'm going back through everything. I'm going table to table. I'm looking through I hadn't done dishes, but I'm looking through the sink. I'm looking through all the trash. I'm looking everywhere, and I could not find it. But I kept holding on to the idea that my mom said, nothing's ever lost, it's just misplaced. But it was really misplaced, and so I'm crying all day. Eventually, we have to close, not sleeping very well, get there early the next morning. Well, the day before, I had made about 10 salads. So I'm still crying, putting the salad bar together, and there's my diamond in the macaroni salad. I called my sister, who's a metaphysical genius, and I told her what had happened, and she said, well, duh. Remember that line you said from the movie Grease 5 years ago? I lost my diamond in the macaroni salad. Yeah, it's that universal words come out and then they come back, and it couldn't be lost in the potato salad, the Jell-O salad, the tossed salad. I lost my diamond in the macaroni salad. It just gave me tingles, because it's like, oh my gosh, my words are so powerful. I won the lottery, yes! Let me throw those words out there. So being very mindful of what is happening in our life, what are the words that we have put out there that are coming back? And again, being the metaphysical genius that my sister is, her words are, I'm always in the right and perfect place. And she had a boyfriend who said, you know, I always get pulled over, I always get tickets. And she said, I never get tickets, I'm always in the right place at the right time. Well, he had a pickup, and they decided to drive from California back to Nebraska to visit everyone. And if you've ever driven through Wyoming, you kind of want to get through there fast, because it's a long, big state with not a lot of stuff. So she's driving the pickup, he's taking a nap on the bench, driving. Pretty soon, woo, he sits up, he looks at her, and he said, oh, I always get tickets now, you're going to get a ticket. She said, no, I never get tickets. So the officer came up, and she explained to him, I apologize. I am just so excited. I haven't seen my family back in Nebraska for a while, and I was just going too fast. I will slow down. He said, okay, I'm not going to give you a ticket. However, and he points to the boyfriend, I am going to give you a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt. Wasn't wearing his seatbelt. Our thoughts are powerful. They are creating our reality. So we want to be very mindful of the things that we're saying, the things that we're thinking, and the things that we're doing all day long. It's not just when we go into our meditation time, everything is good, or when we go into our prayer treatment time. It's happening all times. So being on that awareness. Now, my talk title today is Divine Wholeness, and Eric Butterworth says this, and if you have never read the book, Spiritual Economics, there's mental equivalents too. So getting our mind at that mental equivalent. He also writes The Creative Life. Eric Butterworth, we just finished the class not too long ago on the spiritual economics, being in that flow of goodness. He says this, you are a perfect idea in infinite mind. You are whole now, not later, not someday. You are whole now. This wholeness is the only way the universe knows you. It only knows you as wholeness, as that divine spirit, that goodness. And so recognizing our own self and recognizing the wholeness and the beauty and the divinity within ourselves and staying in the curiosity without being in judgment. Isn't that interesting? I got another something here. Being in that curiosity and that love space, knowing that we are whole, perfect, and complete just as we are and just as we aren't. We don't have to compare ourselves with anyone else. We get to be in that beautiful space. I have a quote by Ernest Holmes from The Science of Mind. Your body is entitled to your respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Respect it. Yes. Find out what it means to me. It means taking care of ourselves with respect, honoring it, giving it water. I forget that sometimes. And we watched What the Bleep the other night and talking about, in the movie it says 90% of our body is water. And Emoto took all of these beautiful pictures of drops of water with different thoughts. This bottle of water, they were saying thank you. This bottle of water was saying, I hate you. And when you look at it under a microscope, it's crystallized, it's beautiful under I love you. But it's ugly. I'm judging, okay? I'm discerning, let me discern it. It does not look as beautiful as the crystallized water when you say I love you or thank you. Please forgive me. Just like the Ho'oponopono song. Looking at the water, and it's like if thoughts can do that to water, what are our thoughts doing to ourselves? How are we loving ourselves? How do I love me? Let me count the ways, which is a great thing to do this week. Count the ways that you love yourself, and how are you honoring yourself? How are you letting go of the past? There's a wonderful song that I had my class do from Emma Curtis Hopkins, Rise Up, Oh My Soul. Rise up, look up. Lift your mind up to a higher level, a higher vibration, a higher thought. Free my mind from yesterday. Don't hold on to that yesterday and beat yourselves up for things that happened in the past. It's gone, it's in the past. I know I've shared that my kids, my 4 beautiful children, used to, once in a while hit each other and say, let it go, it's in the past. Right? Let it go, it's in the past. So we let it go, it's in the past. And how do I move forward from here? They didn't hit each other hard, trust. So making sure that we're finding ways to love ourselves and celebrate life. And remember, the synchronicity of life is happening right where we are. I know I've shared this before, but it still amazes me. And I'm going to grab some water because it amazes me so much. And I'm remembering the biggest part of our bodies is water. So hydrate well, especially up here. We even hydrate the piano. It gets watered every week. Because it really does, because we're in the high desert. So I had moved from LA area to San Jose, and I hadn't seen my son for a while, my oldest son, DJ. He's Bumblebee Transformer, and I was traveling with national seminars, and they had me on layover in Houston, and I knew that he was flying with his team they were going to go to London, but they were going to stop in Florida first at Universal Studios there. They had the big costume. And I thought I'd call him. How's it going? How's your trip? I'm on layover in Houston. I'm like, what? I'm on layover in Houston. I mean, all the things that had to happen for that to connect. But because I had this desire, I want to see him. I haven't been back down to LA for a while. He's on layover in Houston, just like I'm on layover. I'm like, I'm at A, he's at C, so I grabbed the little tram, I ran over to C. Now his friends, because he's an actor, he makes things up, and he even has the shirt that says, I make things up. And so he's telling his friends and his team, oh, I have to go meet my mom, she's here at the airport. They're like, what? Oh, you're just making that up. So then I come and met them. It's like, oh, we thought he was making it up because that's what he does. And it's like, I know. But here I was, and here he was. so we got to spend some time together. Life is happening, and our thoughts are powerful, and that divine wholeness is flowing through us. So celebrating the wholeness that we are. I have another quote. Thank you, Nick. To realize our wholeness, we must understand that we are not separate from the infinite, but are individualized expressions of the one life. This realization brings us into harmony with the law of our being, realizing that we are one with that law. The laws of the universe, I am one with gravity, and let me tell you, if I'm going down, I'm going down, right? We are one with those universal laws that are happening. Our thoughts, our things, we're creating our reality. And that universal infinite power is flowing through me with ease and grace and love and joy, because I claim it that way. And staying in that why. Why did I do this? Why did I do that? Let me do it in a way where I celebrate myself. Self-reflection. Want to make sure that we're asking the right question. What is mine to do? What would I love? What would I love is always the right question, because a lot of times we do things out of obligation. And then we're just kind of floating through life on this little floater. I'm thinking of a little floaty boat that's just kind of throwing us here, throwing us there, instead of charting our course. What would I love? I would love that. Let me move forward towards that. Let me keep that direction in mind. And if I have a few other hoops that take me a different direction, let me remember where I'm going, and let me reevaluate. Maybe something's changed and I've decided to go a different direction. Let me not get angry at myself and beat myself up, because I have maybe done that before in the past. Anybody beat themselves up? I always say my resume reads like a novel because I've done a lot of different things, but I celebrate that so much. And my brother said, you know what the interesting thing is that people will still hire you. I'm like, I know, right? It's because I'm bringing that love energy and that excitement. And even if I'm there for a short time, they influence me, I influence them. And knowing that it's okay. There are some of us that are multi-potentialites, and that's all good. And some people that just know what they're going to do, they get on that track and they just do it. And they love it. And then there are some people that just get on that track and they just stay on it and they don't love it. Yet the fear of stepping off of that and stepping out of the comfort zone keeps them stuck for so long. Which takes me back to my sister, because she knows the power of this teaching and this philosophy, and she put herself through college waitressing, continuing to waitress 2 years after she had her teaching credential. Saying, go teach, you'll love that, but comfort zone, right here. Comfort zone, right here. So she started visualizing every time she would see a school bus. That bus is going to my school. I'm part of that. When she finally got up the courage to walk into a school and say, I have my teaching credential, I would like to teach here. Could you start today? Could you start today? It was like that, it seriously was. And she's like, yeah, I guess I could. Let's get you in, let's get, because they kept asking, you have your credential? She's like, yes. Okay, so you want to teach here? Yes. You have your credential? Yes. Start today. She had to put it in her mind to get out of that comfort zone. And sometimes we talk ourselves out of our greatness. And we stay in that comfort zone because it's just comfortable. It's just easy. I don't have to push myself. I don't have to be accountable. But if we go back to that second slide where it says, your body deserves your respect. Your life deserves your respect. Your life deserves you to come and play out loud, to do what you love. I have another slide here. True healing into the realization of our spiritual wholeness. When we align our thoughts with the truth of our being, we allow the divine pattern of perfection to manifest in our lives. Sometimes we have stuff going on maybe with our body and we're not loving it the way we want it, or we're frustrated with it. This is where we just align our thoughts. And we don't even say it's a healing, it's a revealing of the wholeness of the perfection that we already are, that maybe we've just grabbed onto something. And I love the song that Chris sang this morning, the Ho'oponopono. Dr. Lee, and I'm not going to say his whole name because it's a Hawaiian name and I might mess it up, but he was hired to work with the criminally insane. And so instead of going and seeing them, he would look at their files and he would know the wholeness and the oneness of all of us, that if it's in me, it could be in you. So if I can clean it up in myself, it's going to clean it up here. So he would look at the files, he would feel that oneness of that person that they were describing in the file. And whatever it was that they did, he would do the Ho'oponopono. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And just repeating that over and over and over, which is a beautiful mantra. And then things started to shift because our thoughts are things. And if you haven't watched What the Believe, it does talk about every one of us are affecting the universe by our thoughts. And the more of us that get into that space of I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you for being here, thank you for the universe, thank you for all that you are. If we do all of that, then as we move forward, we'll notice that people around us are of like mind. So being that loving space, loving ourselves, loving others. So let's take all of this beautiful energy and let's go inside our heart of hearts. Just closing our eyes for just a moment to any distractions as we are just breathing in the fullness of life. That there is one mind, one power, one infinite intelligence. Knowing that that beautiful intelligence of the universe that aligns the stars, that flows the oceans, that keeps the rivers going, that same beautiful energy flows right where we are. It is the I am that we are beautifully, brilliantly. As we just know that we are never alone because we're all one. We're all here. And if we feel alone, it's because we've stepped away. We have this time right now to step back into that oneness in our mind and in our remembrance, knowing that we are surrounded by, immersed in, and there is a flowing through a creative energy. That as we are plugged in, charged up, tuned in, we recognize the divinity, the abundance, the love, the health, the harmony, the peace, and the goodness. And so we claim it for ourselves as I claim it for each and every person in this world. As we go to that gratitude space, I am so grateful for the love, the peace, the harmony, and the abundance that is flowing right where we are. Knowing that that inner knower inside of each one of us is guiding and directing us with love, with playfulness, and with curiosity. As I just release my word into the universal action of the law, knowing all is well. And so it is. So it is. Thank you, thank you. Well, we're going to have the choir come on back up. And if somebody wants to hula hoop, I've got a couple of them up here. The choir's going to come up and sing for us some beautiful music.
We have a song here from Daniel Naaman. It's called Sacred Love.
Sacred love,
Beautiful. Yeah. Okay, it is that giving time as the ushers come forward, knowing that as we give, we absolutely do receive. When we give, we open up those channels for us. It's like planting the seeds in the soil. We can't have the seed grow unless we plant it and let it go. Surrender it with love and peace and harmony. So let's say our giving affirmation together. The words will be up here. They're also in your program. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of this spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so we bless this time together. We bless the givingness, supporting this center, knowing that something wonderful is going on through each and every one of us. That life is good and life is very good. And so it is. All right. So if you are here for the first time, we do a big circle. We sing ourselves out. But before we leave, after we sing and do our circle, we do hugs and handshakes. Make sure that you get some good hugs and handshakes. And then we have coffee and goodies over in the activity room. So I'm not seeing any kids this morning. I know my granddaughters are out and about, so no kids. Okay, thank you. All right, so if we stand and make a big circle, we will sing together, rock ourselves out of here, knowing that life is good.
I can't help God makes me wanna sing. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. It makes me feel so good, I can do anything. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. I can't help years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on, celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We're gonna celebrate and have a good time.
We're gonna
Have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. Amen. Yahoo!
celebration.
Yahoo!
It's a celebration.